Hi, and welcome to my alternative reality. This week we'll be exposing Star Trek fanatics, and also joining our queer friends at a gay pride march. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip.
Target superstar. The future is...
Nothing makes you feel more invigorated and refreshed than a steaming sauna, relieving your body of excess stored water which may contain toxins. But who has the time to spend in a spa? Plus, the sauna experience can be expensive. Not anymore! Introducing the revolutionary Sauna Pants, the at-home sauna experience that you can enjoy when you want to and where you want to, right in the comfort of your own home. All you do is wrap, adjust heat level, and
relax.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow. Oh my god. It's a double rainbow all the way. Whoa, that's so intense. Whoa, man. Wow. Whoa. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Woo! Oh wow! Woo!
We joined our reporter deep in liberated territory as she joined the annual Gay Pride March. How gay and how proud? Jasper investigates.
And welcome to another episode of Maha's Alternative Reality. Today with me, Jasba. We're here at Albert Park to celebrate the Gay Pride Festival, and we're going to be marching with all the groups here. So stick with us as we talk to everyone who's here to celebrate, find out what the groups are up to, and walk in the parade. Who have joined us from France to celebrate the Gay Pride Parade here in Melbourne. How are you guys enjoying yourself here today?
Hi, we come from France and we are very happy to be here. It's our first gay march in Melbourne, and we are very happy to be here.
And do they have Gay Pride March in France?
Yes, we have one Gay Pride at Lyon. We come from Lyon. And Paris and all the city in France, we have a lot of gay pride.
This one in Melbourne is different than in France?
Yes, it's different. It's more associative group, and we can just watch on other group and not to participate. So it's different from France. Yes.
Well, I'm
very well.
Good. Well, we're glad that you're enjoying yourself and have a blast for the rest of the day. We're here with Rob hiding under a tree as the festival is starting to get rained on a little bit, but nonetheless, Rob, please tell me how your day's been so far.
Yeah, the day's been pretty good. Just hanging out, watching the march and stuff. It's a real shame that now the weather's turned, because going down to the park is always loads of fun because you can spend the whole day in the sun and hanging out with friends, but I think this might be the end of my day.
Well, here's to hoping it might turn around so that Rob can stick around. But for the time that you've been here and also for being here last year, what does this festival mean to you?
I think for me it means it's a chance to be able to be out in public with my friends and especially my partner and not be scared and not be judged. I grew up down in Frankton, which is sort of, I wouldn't walk down the street with my boyfriend holding his hand. And so it's kind of great that something like this gives me the chance to do that,
Absolutely, very, very powerful, and I'm sure it feels really amazing to be out and proud and just celebrate with your partner and your loved ones.
Yeah, totally. And I wouldn't say I'm a political person, but just to be able to do that, which I think a lot of straight people take for granted, the fact that you can just stand out on the street holding your partner's hand, I think straight people take that for granted, and it's great that this allows people to do that and not without being judged or anything like that,
Absolutely. It's a privilege that I think people in the mainstream, quote unquote, take for granted sometimes. And so it's very powerful. Thank you for bringing that up, Rob. And, have a good rest of the day. Enjoy what you can. And best of luck.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, well, as slippery as your is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line.
Well, I was first in line until the little was born.
That is my son and your future.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
Don't turn your on me, Scar.
And he's still away!
In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
All right, so continuing our festival coverage, we're here with Jess, and we're just going to find out a little bit about her experience today at the festival. So Jess, how's your day been?
It's been awesome.
Yeah? And have you been with the festival from the start, watching the march down from Albert Park?
Yes, we have been watching the march down Fitzroy Street.
Fitzroy Street. And are you planning to stay right till the end, or are you it's a bit weather dependent at this point?
It's definitely weather dependent. The weather's getting pretty volatile.
And Jess, can I just ask you, what does this festival and this march mean to you?
Oh, tough question. Obviously, gay pride. Being out, being proud, and particularly seeing groups like the disabled groups and the PFLAG groups and the AIDS groups. I think they're all really, really important to get out there, and the equal rights for gay marriage, and they're messages that the public needs to see.
Absolutely. And so have seeing any of those groups and interacting with any of them inspired you at all to get involved?
Yeah, completely.
Involved in what capacity?
Oh, again, a tough question. Just mainly support, and maybe, we could start our own group of some form.
Oh wow, that's taking inspiration to the next level and getting active in your own way. Well, best of luck in the future, Jess, and if you guys ever do come up with a group, best of luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your day, ladies.
You too.
So that's it for another episode of Maha's Alternative Reality with me, Jasba. We've had a lot of fun at the Melbourne Pride Festival here today. Unfortunately, it's been a little bit rained out, so we're just going to have to leave you with that. Happy Pride, everybody.
It had to be said, the Oregon State Highway Division not only had a whale of a problem on its hands, it had a stinking whale of a problem. What to do with one 45-foot, 8-ton whale dead on arrival on the beach near Florence.
It had been so long since a whale had washed up in Lane County, nobody could remember how to get rid of one. In selecting its battle plan, the Highway Division decided the carcass couldn't be buried because it might soon be uncovered. It couldn't be cut up and then buried because nobody wanted to cut it up, and it couldn't be burned. So dynamite it was, some 20 cases or a half-ton of it.
All right, Fred, you can take your hands out of your ears. Here comes...
Round one. Fight! Finish him!
Our resident reporter Liam recently crashed the latest Star Trek convention to hit our corner of the galaxy. Liam even managed to meet a still living member of the original series, earning much geek kudos. Live long and prosper.
Hi, I'm Liam from Maha's Alternative Reality. We're at GAYTREK 7. We'll be interviewing a few of the stars of the show along with fans of the show. We'll be looking at what memorabilia they have on offer for sale. Stay tuned.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Her ongoing mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
How long have you been into Star Trek and watching it?
For me, it's probably since I was about 15, so yeah, 35 years or more. So yeah, just been really good. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Probably since we got married in 1979, and I took on his interest.
What do you like so much about Star Trek? Like, what got you into it with the first episode?
I used to watch it when it was first on TV through The Next Generation. I think I just like the interaction of the characters and the fact of science fiction and it's space and it's a lot of fun, really.
What got you into Star Trek? Like, you know...
Well, my mum's a big Star Trek fan, so I pretty much was brought up on it, and yeah, I really like the philosophy of Star Trek. Everybody's equal, no matter what race, colour, religion, whatever you are, and yeah, I just love it.
Hey, we're here with Scotty from First Contact Conventions, the man who brought all of this together. Welcome.
Thanks very much for having me.
No problem, anytime. So what made you want to bring down Star Trek Convention and keep it going for all these years?
Well, that's I mean, this is under the branding we've got at the moment. This is GAYTREK 7. We're currently at with Walter Koenig from the original series. Chekhov. Probably there he is there. There's something special about having an original series cast member. So this is GAYTREK 7. Now, I actually started out, my first ever convention 8 years ago was a Star Trek convention where I had Penny Johnson-Gerald, who was Cassidy Yates in Deep Space Nine, and for those who watched 24, she was the President's wife in the early seasons of 24, and Sir Rock Lofton, who was Jake Sisko in DS9 as well. And then I did that one, and I did another Star Trek convention, and then sort of, I guess the market died a bit on the whole Trek scene. And yeah, because there was no new movies, no new TV shows, Enterprise wasn't rating, and it was sort of, so we started doing Stargate conventions, and the Stargate went on for a while. We did a few of those, just constant Stargate cons. We did a little Doctor Who stuff. I did some classic stuff. I did a retro convention where we had Herb Jefferson Jr. Boomer from the original Battlestar, Nick Tate from Space 1999, and Jane Badler from the original Reed. that was just cool for a whole nerdy level, because it was all those shows you sort of grown up watching.
You don't really ever ask to add lines in television. There's no ad-libbing of any kind, but especially not on Star Trek. I mean, if you really are close to the producers and writers, you can say, hey, I think maybe this could be changed, if you don't mind, maybe. But if not, that's okay. But rarely ever on Star Trek do you ever even do that, because the writers are so good. They really have perfected it by the time it hits our hand in the final copy of the script. But Bob went up through all 6 offices and came back down to all 6 offices, and they all said, yes, you can have a line. What would you like to say? So Bob says, I'll think of something. So we shot the scene twice. Never just let Bob think of something. We shot the scene twice. And as Lita and Rom are kissing in the background, Bob follows this alien woman off onto the shuttlecraft. And the version that you guys saw when it aired, as he's following off this woman, he says to her, hey, excuse me, miss, have you heard about my work with Kama Sutra? Which we all thought was really funny. The take that he did first, which they cut, which you guys did not get to see, is as he's following this woman off, he says to her, excuse me, miss, have you heard about my work on Star Trek Voyager?
How much they've changed our lives, we've changed their lives.
Both.
Yes, yes. Some circumstances come to mind that are really just chilling. Once in a convention in Colorado, I had someone come up to tell me that they were watching our show while in the middle of serving in the service in Desert Storm. And they said that they had been on a 9-day mission, and that this would happen actually fairly regularly. They would go out on missions, but she was saying this one, a female soldier, recounting a time that they had actually come back from a 9-day mission, and before they watched, before they took showers or even, did anything, they saw that there was a new episode of DS9 that had just arrived from the States, and they sat down to watch it. And she said it gave them hope, and it was a camaraderie, and things like that. If we can touch the lives of people who are making such a difference in the world, if we can touch the lives of anybody, that's an amazing thing to get to do with your job and to get to do with entertainment. Not so many shows are so powerful, not just in fun ways, but in real important ways. That, I think, is the major treat of all of this.
Mario, go fish!
I guess I'ma go fishing. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn.
They look heavy. Let me take these to your table.
Thank you, handsome. The gin and tonic's for my sister, Ruth.
Okay.
This one is for Stacey.
Hello.
And if you could hand this one to my boyfriend.
Fuck you. Whiskey?
What got you into selling all this merchandise? Like, do you think it helps the fans and all that, and you into it personally yourself?
Yeah, look, ultimately I'm a Star Wars fan. I grew up being a massive Star Wars fan. We used to attend a lot of these events looking, see the gas, buy stock. I used to be a thief, but then I used to get arrested too many times. So then we thought, we'll go straight. And me and my buddy decided we wouldn't steal stuff anymore. We'll open up a comic book gift store in Geelong, which is what we've done. And we've been straight and narrow since then. So that's what we do. And we go around to all the conventions around Australia, trying to bring cool geek merchandise to the fans.
So you'd say it's really changed your life then? You getting into it?
More than Jesus ever would.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yep. So do you get along with the fans? Are you happy to help them out with everything?
Oh yeah, look, we actually have a pretty good reputation amongst the geek community. Yep. We're considered to be the hard drinking party boys of the geek world, but we're not really. We're just a couple of old fat English bastards that love the industry. We love our stuff. I mean, I run my own business, so I don't have to wear shoes to work. But we love this stuff. We love what we do. We read comics. We watch the shows. We love all the films. This is what we love to do, and we love hanging out with the sci-fi fans. They're good. They're good people. They don't care if you're black, white, disabled, large, whatever. It's cool.
So it's really a big part of your life every day today.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Doctor Who tattoo on my arm. I had Klingon vows at my wedding. So yes, it is.
Well, I think it's a stimulates imagination. It gives people the sense that the world that they exist in is not the only option, in life. That they can move out of the mundane and experience true adventure, and that's all the impetus of Star Trek and the different adventures that the crews from all the shows went on. I think that sense of you can still maintain some of your childhood. You don't have to give it all up when you grow up. And the part that Star Trek addresses and speaks to is a good part. It's about having an exciting life and experiencing new things and meeting different kinds of people and pushing yourself to your limits, in terms of ambition, in terms of what you might want out of life. Star Trek did all that. And of course, the other thing is the social interaction, the fact that we were a microcosm of society. We had Japanese, black, Russian, Scottish, Vulcan, and that we learned to get along and learned to love each other, and a very caring crew. And that's still an objective that we're striving for, not one that we necessarily achieved, but one that we're striving for. And as long as it's out there, it can be attainable. And I think people embrace that sense and that belief that humanity can be better than it is.
Had a lot of fun at the OzTrek convention, getting to speak to the stars of it, interview some of the fans. Hope you got an insight into the life of a Trekkie. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
There endeth the episode. I hope it whet your appetite. If you want to see or learn more or be an alternative home viewer, check out our YouTube or Facebook. And remember, let your freak flag